What is blind contour drawing and how can it help you with your sketchbook practice? So, blind contour drawing is a lot of fun. It is a staple in art schools and art classrooms all over the place. And it can be a little intimidating at first, but honestly, it's a great practice and it really can help your drawing. So, in blind contour drawing, you grab a drawing utensil of your choice and draw without looking at your page. And if your first question is, are you out of your mind? Yes, not relevant. Let me explain. So, one of the reasons that schools use this all the time is because it can really, really help you to establish a strong connection between your hand and your eye, and really help to work your observational skills in a very direct way. Let me explain. If you remove your ability to kind of check in with your drawing and observe and correct as you go, you are really forcing yourself to see at the end just what it is that you're observing. You may notice that you're really good at the tiny details, but that you lose your sense of proportion overall, let's say. You may notice that your sense of size is really good, but maybe your placement is a little funky. So when you go to actually being able to look at your page, you can think about those things and try to incorporate them. Very, very helpful. So I think that this practice is useful in a couple of different ways. Number one, it's very accessible. You can use anything. A lot of times I will use like a ballpoint pen or like a felt tip marker or an alcohol ink marker and just go right in and draw on any kind of paper. People also use charcoal or graphite, also good. So really you can use any kind of materials for it. You can do it on any kind of paper. I like to do it in a sketchbook and keep them afterwards. But a lot of the times you can also just do it on scrap paper and throw it out, because ultimately the exercise is about learning what you're looking at by removing your ability to correct yourself afterwards. So I think that can be really helpful. One of the other really helpful things about blind contour drawing is it happens so quickly. So just like a gesture drawing where you might give yourself a timed exercise, a blind contour drawing can be done in 5 minutes, can be done in 2 minutes, can be done in any amount of time that you choose. And in this way, I really like to do it as like a warm-up, particularly if I'm doing a longer observational drawing or something like that, just to kind of loosen up my hands and my eyes. I also think it's really good to take some of the pressure off. 9 times out of 10, it's going to come out looking funky and crazy anyway. It's not about the finished product. It's about the process. With my drawing class, I make them use their non-dominant hand. I blast Mongolian heavy metal and also that song from the beginning of Legally Blonde. It's a perfect day, because the vibe is the same. And I give them a little chat about how you don't owe the world perfection, right? Because one day we're all going to be nothing. So you don't have to worry about, woke up like this. Like, it's not the point. It's not ever the point. But it's especially not the point when you're trying to learn things. So give yourself a little space. But in any case, very firm supporter of blind contour drawing for a million reasons, but partially because I think it's super accessible and it really helps my crusade against perfectionism.